Good morning, afternoon, evening, or night time, wherever and whenever you may be watching this video. Thanks for clicking. Today's video, we're going to be talking about one of my favourite fragrances of the past few years, to be honest, and what I would quite happily use as a signature scent, and that is Tonka by the house Laboratory Perfumes. So getting straight into the basics, like the bottle, the price, the company, things like that. The company, Laboratory Perfumes, they've obviously got a website. I'll leave it in the description below. They've got about 5 or 6 fragrances out at the minute, and all of them come in this sort of cardboard cylindrical sleeve. You can't pick it up from the top. I'm just saying that because I know a lot of people are interested. The only difference is, of course, then the name of the fragrance across, and then also it does have a different number. Tonka is number 4, and it's got the concentration being a eau de toilette. Then when you take that off, you're left with the bottle inside. Some people may find the bottle quite basic. I personally don't. I really like the bottle. I think I think that it has a look about it like you're in a science class, I suppose, that goes with the name of the company, Laboratory Perfumes. And the best thing of all, and more companies should do this, is, or I would like more companies to do it. Companies can do whatever they want, you know, but I would like it if they included roughly how much you've got left in that handy chart there on the side. On the note of that, it is key to say that Laboratory Perfumes, they only come in one size, which is 100 ml. They also have candles of all of their fragrances. I've never bought a candle from them, so I can't speak of how good quality they are. The other thing Laboratory Perfumes does is a very affordable, very nice sample pack of all, like it's called the Discovery Set, of all their line of fragrances in the really good squirty samples, not the dabbers. So again, Laboratory, thanks very much for that. So what do I get from this scent and what I think others get from the scent? In regards to others, you're going to find out shortly, because I did get my friend Greg a couple of days ago. I know I'm wearing the same shirt from a couple of days ago, but it's been washed. Don't judge me for that, it's been washed. But yeah, he gave his opinion, so stay tuned for that one. This fragrance, as I mentioned at the start, I think this is a beautiful signature scent worthy smell, okay? I think this harkens back to classic men's fragrances like Barbershop, that sort of Fougere. I'm gonna be straight honest with you, I'm not wise enough to know the definition of Fougere, but I feel like I've smelled fragrances that are described as Fougere, so I feel like I can relate it back to that, okay? And with that being said, yeah, it reminds me of older style fragrances, things like Kouros by YSL. I think it's YSL, you know, the white bottle. And right, so let's talk about that just for a second. Kouros by YSL and other older men's fragrances, like in the 90s and the 80s, used to be powerhouses, right? I remember my dad and his dad, my grandfather, having some, and it just being powerhouse material, okay? And it was quite aggressive, if that's the right word. I know some people say animalic, but it was quite biting. It was harsh to the nose. This is the 2019, I suppose it was released like 2-3 years ago, maybe. This is the 21st century. This is the more recent adaptation of it, okay? It smells beautiful if you like that classic Fougere barbershop thing, but it's not as biting, it's not as sharp, it's not as aggressive, it's not as animalic, but it is still as strong. You know, it's listed as an eau de toilette. It's gonna, on me, it lasts for most of the day. I probably go with about 2 or 3 sprays, and I can smell it after about 7-8 hours still on me, and it gets quite a lot of compliments. I personally haven't got too much more to say on it other than, like I said, it smells like a classic men's fragrance, so it's got sort of that pink peppercorn, like pepper's a big player in this. Interestingly, it being called Tonka, because I feel like Tonka, from when I looked it up, is a substitute for vanilla, and I don't smell too much sweetness in this. Like, I suppose it is there somewhere when it dries down a little bit, but it's just got that pepper, some sort of citrus at the top, whether it had been orange or bergamot, like potentially lavender in there somewhere, and maybe tobacco as well. I'll leave you with my friend Greg's thoughts. And these are his honest opinions. He's never smelt it before. Honest first impressions. It can be as brutal or as nice, or... Yeah, it's kind of like
citrusy, but also with like that hint of vanilla. But I wouldn't say it's like overly vanilla-y.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree with
It's
that.
very subtle.
It's weird to me because, like I said, for something to be called Tonka, which is, as to my knowledge, a replacement for vanilla, it's not where I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, it's another fresh one. It's like some sort of, I don't know, it's very aromatic. Yeah, it's got like a kind of
It's
old,
manly.
like antique sort of smell to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd prefer that. Like, I'd wear that over like the modern stuff.
Yeah. It's got like a classic, but to me, you may disagree. Would you say that's like both sexes could wear it, or do you think like man or?
Yeah, I'd say it'd sway more to a masculine sort of smell again, but
could you imagine wearing that like all year round, or cold weather, or hot weather?
yeah, I'd just wear it at any point really. But
yeah,
if I had to choose, it'd probably be a bit more autumnal.
Yeah, I agree. I couldn't imagine it in like boiling hot heat, but at the same time, to me, this smells like what some people would say is like a signature scent. So like that's your scent, you know what I mean? You just wear it constantly, and that's what people recognise you for. It just seems like a classic staple scent. But you like that one a lot?
Yeah.
No.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, can't follow.
Lovely.
That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, especially if you're based in the UK, I'm not too sure how easy or how hard it is to find it abroad, overseas. But definitely, if you're in the UK, definitely check out this sample pack, the Discovery set. Is from memory is quite good value, and there's some really good smells in there. Peace. Oh, it went in my eye. Oh shit, it went in my eye.